Have you ever heard yourself say, I work better under a deadline? We sometimes think it has something to do with adrenaline or getting jazzed up at the last minute, but I like to think there's something in there that helps us support people with ADD and ADHD, even if that somebody is myself. Why do we work better under a deadline? I want to suggest that a deadline increases the salience of important tasks. And when I say salience, I mean what's in it for me? Why am I doing this? Especially if it's something that's hard or dull. Think about how efficient you are the day before you're going to be out of the office for vacation. You're scheduled to be out for 2 weeks. Think about that last day in the office. You're faxing things with your elbows, closing drawers with your feet. You got 4 phone calls to return. Suddenly it all makes sense. I've got to return the first 2. My assistant can return the 3rd phone call. The last one, I know this isn't great. I don't take that insurance. I'm not returning the phone call. I've got to make choices here. Suddenly you walk into my office, lean against the frame, and you hold up your phone and you say, Dave, check it out. It's a picture of a cat flushing a toilet. Now last week when you were in my office, I said, what's better, YouTube or writing a psychological report? But something about the deadline increases the saliency of what's really important. Think about it as when a teacher in a classroom moves around a class and she gets closer to a student and closer to another student. Now Timmy is a kid who has 2 different sets of values. On the one hand, he likes the teacher to smile at him. He likes to stay out of trouble. On the other hand, he enjoys getting a reaction out of his fellow students. He enjoys punching them or pinching them and seeing that he has an effect on his environment. Now those 2 sets of values are in conflict. But when the teacher moves closer to him, she's teaching and navigating the classroom and she gets closer to him physically, suddenly he knows what's really important. Suddenly his behavior shapes up. And as she begins to drift away from him, maybe his behavior loosens up a bit. In other words, she's doing for him what the deadline does for me the last day that I'm in my office before vacation. So the challenge for us is to be the deadline for the people that you teach or coach or support, or the people in your life that you love who maybe have time management problems or disorganization. I work better under a deadline? Of course you do. The trick is to figure out why and how, and to do more of that.